Yo, g'day, Eddie here down at Lewis Eady, 75 Great South Road. Another edition of our pause, MK Ultra. Oh my god, I'm frozen. Guitar of the week. He's back. Guitar of the week. Boy, have I got a beautiful specimen here today. This is something that is part of their reimagined Martin Standard series. They're going through all of their classics and just giving them a bit of a zhuzh. We've already shown you the D28 for 2018. That got snapped up. Really lucky lad who drove up from Tauranga actually. Came looking for a different guitar, put the D18 in his hand, and he just fell in love. So it was really, really cool. So yeah, as I say, they're going through their standard series. They've done the D28, they've done the HD28, which we've got here. They've done the D35, which I think is available here in Auckland. There's a few others. I think they're doing the triple O's, triple O 28 and stuff. So they're kind of just going through and sort of vintagifying them a little bit. You know, giving everybody what they really want, like a vintage looking and feeling guitar. So what have they done to this? So we'll start with the Cosmetic Changes. Like all of the new standard series, we've got an aging or vintage toner that they've put on the spruce top, so we get that lovely honey kind of retro look. Instead of a plain white double binding, it's an antique white binding, which goes around the front of the guitar and around the back of the guitar. The heel cap as well is an antique white finish. We've still got the bold herringbone trim. I'll just move that in there a little bit. That's the H in the HD, the herringbone, the D for the dreadnought, 28 for the wood composition. So we've got solid Sitka spruce on the top. We've got East Indian rosewood on the back and the sides. What else have they done? So we've got the abalone fret inlays. This design is their diamonds and squares, not to be confused with the Prince song, Diamonds and Pearls. Yeah, it's the diamonds and squares, people. Diamonds and squares. What else have we got? Oh, they've got so they've put the old style script logo on the headstock. Sort of harking back to their vintage days. We've got some really primo Shaler open tune tuners on the back. So under the hood, that's all of the cosmetic changes, I believe. But they've done a couple of structural changes. Usually an HD28 just has standard X bracing. Now, what they've done under the hood is they've forward shifted that bracing so it's closer to the sound hole. It really opens up this lower bout, gives you a bigger bass response, a bigger sound. I mean, this is one of the loudest guitars that I've actually played. If I swung out on an E chord, it's probably going to peak out the mic, but let's try it. It's just huge. It's one of the really nicest dreadnoughts that I've played in recent times. Hint, hint to my boss. Coming up to an anniversary of how long I've worked here. Hint, hint, John, Eady, hint, hint. Jokes. Now, the neck shape, you know, what's really popular these days is the modified taper. So we've still got a 1 3/4 inch nut width here, but instead of getting wider and wider up the neck, it sort of stays quite tapered, which makes it quite a quick neck. See, I wouldn't be able to play like half as quick as that on one of the old ones, but because I can, you know, I might even be able to get a bit of Today by the Smashing Pumpkins. Oh man, you can take the boy out of the Ashburton in the 90s, but you can't take the Ashburton and the boy out of the 90s out of the boy. There you go, that's it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this this humdinger of a guitar. It's a really sweet ride. I don't know how many of these there are in the country, but I want some lucky punter to come in and pick this up. So who deserves it? Who's been a good boy or girl out there? Who deserves this guitar? Come and see me at 75 Great South Road. It also comes with a great Martin case. It's the 640 case, so it's not your wooden case. It's your ABS case. It's a really good Martin case. Yeah, I'd love to set somebody up with this. Come in and see me. We've got a few other really great specimens hanging on the wall, but yeah, this is a real highlight for me. So let's see how this does it. Guitar of the week. Oh, beautiful. Come and see me. 75 Great South Road. HD28 new for 2018 by Martin.